For the longest time, the HDMI cable has basically been a leash.
Oh, absolutely.
You've got maybe 50 feet before the signal just dies, and if you want to go further, you're drilling holes, buying, I don't know, expensive extenders.
It's the classic AV headache. You're just completely tethered to the source.
Exactly. But today we're looking at a device that, well, it kind of cuts that leash. We're doing a deep dive into the PureLink VIP-150-D.
Right.
It's a decoder, but really it feels more like a gateway to AV over IP.
Which is, it's just a fancy way of saying we're finally using the network cables that are already in the walls to send everything, video, audio, even USB signals.
And doing it with some serious fidelity. Looking at the specs here, this isn't just some standard HD. It's delivering 1080p 60 with 4.4.4 color sampling.
And that number really, really matters. 4.4.4 isn't just about making movies look good,
It's about clarity, right?
It's all about clarity.
Hmm.
If you're projecting an Excel spreadsheet or some fine text onto a video wall, you need that color sampling so the red text on a black background doesn't turn into a blurry mess.
It keeps the edges completely sharp. And the installation side seems a lot cleaner too, thanks to PoE.
Power over Ethernet,
Mm-hmm.
specifically the 802.3 AF standard. And what that means is you aren't hunting for a power outlet in the ceiling or taping a power brick behind a flat screen.
Yep.
One cable handles the data and the juice.
Which brings us to the range. With HDMI, you're sweating at 50 feet. With this, using Cat6a, you're hitting 394 feet. That's 120 meters of reach.
And the reason it can push that far without totally choking your office network is the compression. It uses H.264 and H.265 codecs.
Okay.
Think of it like a ZIP file, but for video. It crunches the data down so it flows easily over the network, but then it unpacks it perfectly at the other end.
Usually, though, when you start compressing video and messing with IP addresses, you basically need a certification just to set it up. But the control software here, Icon Lite, it actually looks manageable.
It's surprisingly intuitive. PureLink went for a drag-and-drop interface. You aren't typing command lines.
No way.
You are literally dragging a source icon onto a display icon. It's that simple.
And I noticed it uses an RTSP stream for the previews, which is, that's a really smart touch.
Oh, it's crucial. It means you see a live thumbnail of camera 1 on your tablet before you blast it to the main screen.
So it prevents that panic moment.
Totally prevents that moment of switching a live feed to a blank screen or, the wrong camera.
Now, this isn't just for passive digital signage either. Since it handles USB 1.1 extension, it's effectively a KVM switch.
Right. KVM keyboard, video, mouse. You could be in a control room on the ground floor, driving a server that's sitting secure in a closet on the 10th floor.
So it connects you physically without you actually being there. And you aren't limited to just one view. The decoder supports MultiView, so you can stack up to 4 different streams on a single display.
Yeah, like a security feed in the corner, a data dashboard on the side, all driven by one little box. It allows for these really complex monitoring setups without needing a massive bank of monitors.
Speaking of massive, let's talk scale for a second. You can build 10 by 10 video walls, which is impressive, but the system limits are what really caught my eye. We aren't just talking about a dozen screens here.
No, not at all. The architecture supports matrix switching for up to 999 sources and, get this, 65,000 displays.
65,000. That's not a conference room. That's a stadium.
Yeah.
Or a small city.
It really changes the whole paradigm.
Right.
You aren't limited by how many physical ports are on the matrix switch in the rack anymore. You're only limited by your network infrastructure.
It turns an entire building into a canvas.
That's a good way to put it.
So wrapping this up, the VIP-150-D is sort of trying to have it both ways. The simplicity of a drag-and-drop app, but with the industrial capacity to run a campus-wide network.
It's bridging that gap between easy to use and enterprise grade.
It does make you wonder where the ceiling is on all this.
Well, that raises the big question for me. If AV distribution is becoming this scalable, where 65,000 screens is a real possibility and this easy to deploy, are we approaching a point where digital signage stops being a feature of a room and just becomes as ubiquitous as wallpaper?
Wow.
If every surface can be a screen, will it be?
That is a wild thought to leave us with. Thanks for tuning into this deep dive.